If you're like me and love a bargain, then you're going to love the link in the description, as it's going to take you to Instant Gaming, which is a platform that will save you a lot of money on all of your games. This includes Steam, GOG, PlayStation and Xbox also, as well as many others. I've bought a couple of games from here and saved myself some money. You should too. The link is in the description. Be sure to check it out. You'll actually be surprised just how much you will save. Not only will it be helping me out, but you'll be helping yourself out as well. Be sure to check it out. The link's in the description. Thank you.
How's it going, everybody? Hope you're having a jolly good day, and thank you for tuning in to another one of my videos. Now, quick situation report. Where are we? Oh yes, we were murdering Germans, just like on the Great War Western Front game that we do. But we are assisted by Russia. They're pushing in. France is also having a go. Looks like southern Germany is about to fall. Austria is going to go. Croatia, they're holding on to that, but we'll see how that goes on. We are taking over their African colonies. We've taken Sudan. We're now going to try and get British East Africa, which the Germans took earlier. Try and get there and take it before the British take it back. That would be ideal. And then we have over here the what they call the New Guinea area, Solomon Islands, and the Bismarck Archipelago. Oh, I can't say that. Whatever that is. But yes, we're taking over this chunk as well. We've already grabbed a bit of Honaira. We'll go for that. And that's going to open us up to moving more over here. Potentially, I might murder the Spanish. Take over the Philippines. So that's going to be our ticket in. Now, we've also got these bits over here. We've got the Marshall Islands now. Going to be this one popped up, a conquest for Tarawa. We'll call it that, shall we? But yeah, we're going to call it that. Either way, it's in the we'll call it the Gilbert Islands. That'll do. So we're going to grab that and see how we get on. Now, we stopped attacking. We actually got peace with Austria-Hungary. We weren't going to get anywhere, so we're just going to leave them to it. We are actually assisting. Oh wow, so the British now as well, and the French, in the Soviet attack into Austria. Right, I'm hoping to keep Russia as a good ally, simply because of the plan was to have... Germany's at war with everybody. But the plan was to have Germany on our side and then go and slap France with them, but that isn't looking like it's going to happen. And if you have a look at the total navy tonnage of the British, it's ridiculous. They've got a lot of ships, and it's honestly horrendous. So that's all going to be fun. Even the French have a bigger navy than us, which is slightly concerning. Our yearly naval budget is about 3 billion. The French have 7 billion, and the British have 8 and a bit billion. So you can imagine that I kind of want friends for when things kick off. Now, where's the Russians gone? Now, theirs is only 1.8 billion, but they've got numbers. So I don't know how that's going to play out. Regardless, we need more money. And for more money, we're going to have to cannibalize other people's things. So it might be an idea to go over here. Now, I'm hoping potentially Italy could cannibalize on them as well. So we have a quick look at Italy. They're pretty much near enough at war with everybody anyway, and we should be able to smash their fleet to smithereens. We've also already got some base of operations down here, which is very helpful. We've got the destroyers now absolutely everywhere, which again is extremely helpful. Once I've taken a bit of this, I'm going to move the fleet back, and we're not going to be able to stop Southwest Africa from being invaded, but well, before we can get there, but I'm not too bothered. I'm not bothered about Togoland. We'll just move our fleet back up and potentially murder the Italians. That will be a good amount of money as well, and a solid base of operations. So I think we're going to go for that. Now, because we do have a limited budget, I am debating doing another North Carolina class, but cheaper, smaller, compact, but just as much firepower. Now, that firepower is definitely going to be key, so we'll just have to see what goes on. Building-wise, we've just got a couple of destroyers coming along to fill up the new ports that we've required, but we're building a lot for the Netherlands. Now, that's fine, but we're best buddy with them, but they've also got lots of ports down here, which I was hoping to try and pinch, but that ain't going to happen. So, well, just because we're best buddy with them. So, yeah, it's looking like the Philippines and the Italians, potentially. I might need to grab some of these fleets that I've got down there and move them over, but we are still at war with Japan as well, so that is also another option. But if we go to war with Italy, we already have a bit of a land connection, especially in Sicily. I don't know if you can walk across that, but regardless, well, if we don't do it, the French are going to do it, so we better get in there. I'm going to have to get more fleets down there, I think. Let's try and move one of them from down there. I mean, which one is this? They're Washingtons. I don't quite know where my North Carolinas are. It's been a couple of days. I'll go find them and see what's going on. Right, I've got two fleets down here. They're Washingtons. They're Washingtons, and the other one is also Washingtons. So that is fine. They're a decent ship. And we've got two here, but I'm going to want another one if we're going to be prodding the Italians. So I'm going to bring one of these back after that conquest. And then it's going to be against Italy, and then we'll see what we can do against the Japanese as well. So the Germany has just been taken. This is not looking good for the Germans by any means. Yeah, not fun. We launched a naval invasion in British East Africa with a 100% chance of success because we've got two fat ships there. Well, two fleets, should I say. This one's going to be a winner as well. Fantastic. And then we've just got these other ones all the way over here. These 6 light cruisers are joining up with them when I get a chance. And we would have captured all of this. Nice, we've just grabbed British East Africa, which is fantastic. We have also grabbed German New Guinea. All of that is now ours now, so we actually have a base of operations. What more do you want? We also now have the Western Gilbert Islands. Fantastic. And I am going to move these ships back over down here somewhere. If I can plop them... Oh, I don't know. Stick them down here for the time being, right in the middle. This will mean that with these two fleets here, I'll have 2 here and 4, I think it's 4 on the east. We've got 1, 2, and then another one from around there, 3. Or it might be 3 on the east and 2 on the west. That might have to do. Just concerned that I might need more tonnage. I could leave 1 floating around down here just for defensive purposes, or I could just move them all over and really give it some on Italy. And then I can prod Japan in a little while. Let themselves get a little bit weaker. That should be fine. So yeah, I'm going to move everybody over. Now we are buddy-buddy with Russia. We've got some ports floating around. I'm hoping they'll actually get there in relatively quick time. We'll have to see. Regardless, they're going to get moved over. Now, with all my major fleets here, I should be able to naval invade on the mainland. If I can grab northwest Italy, for example, that'll stop the French from coming in. And they'll be just assisting in my invasion, which will be even better. I'd get more ships building, but we don't really have the money. The only real money I have spare, really, is to stick destroyers in these. Now, we've got a few floating around. I thought I had another one coming around. Could be wrong. Still, I'm having one of those Wasp destroyers everywhere. So on that now, I've got 4 new destroyers being built there. I've already got one being built in Hoinara. Over here, I've just ordered the construction of another one here. Still getting Quangelin one sorted, and that's being done. Gathered some more African continent section pieces, so I'm going to have to get some here as well. Now that's sorted. Once this naval invasion is done, we're going to need 2 more in Dar es Salaam and Tanga. These destroyers are very good at murdering the enemy's transports, especially people like France and Britain, which is the ultimate goal. And now we've just got Tanganyika. Tanganyika. Right, we'll go for that. From the Germans. I'm now actually going to offer them peace while we move our fleets over to the Italian coast. No new invasions. None of them are actually succeeding, which is fine. Oh, that one might be. Oh, they might get Prussia. Ooh, that is not going to be good, but we'll offer the Germans a peace treaty, because there's nothing more that they have that I want. And I don't want my troops fighting them, to be completely honest. So let's give them a treaty of goodness. And see how that goes on. And I think they could do with a break. Anyway, to be completely honest, their fleet has been smashed. I think they'll just be kicking a horse. A man that's already down, to be completely honest. I don't want France to get it. I don't mind the Soviet Union getting it, but I do not want France and Britain to get it. Better make sure I stick some new destroyers here. Tonga and Dar es Salaam. They don't even take that long to build. 7 months, that's good. Technology-wise, we're actually getting somewhere pretty good now. We're nearly at Mark 3 5-inch guns. Once I have Mark 3s up to the 8s, I'm going to design some new ships because we have just unlocked a new hull. Let's have a quick gander at it. Problem is, at the minute, that I've got a lot of aging designs. Now, that is the one of the hulls that we use. And the new one can actually go up to 10,000 tons. Okay, and it's a smidge faster. Even more resistant. It's as resistant as a battleship. But what guns can we stick on this? Mainly, see, look, we can only still stick 3-inch casemates on that, and that isn't very good. This is the problem with this design, and it's not really fast enough neither. I mean, yes, these are magnificent. They can take an absolute pounding, but are not fast enough really to provide a solid screen. So I might refrain from using these. I'll have to see. I've been debating lately whether to do some ocean-going destroyers, essentially, to go with, not torpedo boat, destroyer, to go with the battleships and things instead of cruisers. Now, these things can whiz around at 3,000 miles an hour, which is great, and they're so much cheaper. But is it going to be good enough? That's the thing. I don't want to have to build a load of these and then have to replace most of them all the time. That would be an absolute nightmare. And they don't float very well. The good thing about them is that they are quick and cheap. But that isn't necessarily the way that I want to go. Now, I could do some of these and then some more expensive battleships, for example. But at the same time, I need numbers, and I think I can make a cheaper battleship anyway. I've got a lot of new tech coming in, so I'm going to be able to have a proper steam engine soon. It'll still be on coal, but that's fine. It's just the armour isn't good enough on these. That's the problem. 1.5 inches on the belt. Secondary guns, shred them to pieces. But then again, I suppose, because we're actually starting to get more into longer ranges now, it won't really matter. The battleships will be doing the main thing, the main fighting, while these will just be fending off torpedo boats and anything that gets too close with a volley of torpedoes, for example. I think that does open up a possibility for more destroyers. I'll have to see how they do in a screening fleet. Once we've taken some more losses of the cruisers, I'll build a ocean going destroyer and see how we get on. Not right now though, because it's just a little bit too expensive. The Washington class, I can't even build these anymore. 28 million, which is ridiculous. North Carolina, the main new battleship, fantastic vessel. 50 million though. We've got a lot of new tech coming in, which will prove very good at saving weight and things, proving to be an even more fittable vessel, but the cost, that is the question. I want to see if I can design some of these that are a little bit cheaper, more of the cost of a Washington. So it's just going to have to consist of less ship. Materials are the expensive piece, really. So we'll have to have a dabble. Technology that I am waiting for. Now, this is the new engine coming in. Steam turbine. Funnel capacity is much better. The engine weight is fantastic. Acceleration, ship floors, all good stuff. And then there's the small guns. I'm going to wait till we've got Mark 8s before I do a good full-size refit. The shells, we're going to get some capped pointed ballistic shells, which will penetrate even further into the enemy ships, which is good. This one's a good, nice one. Ambush tactics, which means invade power is increased, which is exactly what we want. So we're not far from a refit session. It's going to take a couple of turns for our ships to actually get organized, but they're going to be on their way eventually. Some of them are already getting a little bit close. One of the fleets should be going in here for repairs. They're still not repaired from murdering the Austrians. Oh yeah, I moved all of them over, didn't I? Yeah, that's right. Really want to invade. I'm going to need the numbers and the tonnage to get northwest Italy, stopping the French from conquering it, and then it'll all be mine. The Spanish have taken something back. Sarawak. Sarawak? Sarawak. We'll go for that. Wow, okay. They've actually expanded. That's the first new territory they've owned since we kicked them out of the Spanish mainland. Interesting. They're actually at war with Japan still. We'll see how that plays out. We'll leave them to it for a while. We kind of knocked Japan on its arse for a while. Just got all the supply port too far. Really? Come on. It'd be good to have all these little ones and we could just supply as we're going, but that's a future project. In terms of oil, I want Venezuela. That's going to be a thing. Peru generates oil. I'm going to have to try and instigate a war with them. Oil funds the economy, you see. We need more of it. Germany's asking for a peace treaty with us again. Should we accept? Agree. Hopefully that happens. Here we go. Mark 3 5-inch guns are coming in. There's our capped pointed or common pointed ballistic capped shell. That's good. The Netherlands keep buying North Carolina class battleships. How much money do they actually have? And there we have it. Peace between... Oh. What do we want? I don't know where these places are. Isn't that up here? That little island? I'm sure it is. We've got it, wherever that is. Kalingaland. Japan, they can get stuff, but we've got our steam engines now as well. Oh, goody. Oh, it is! We've got that little island there. I'll stick a destroyer on it and I can sit there. Oh, goody. What? Alliance broke between United States and Soviet Union. No. Why have you done that? Is that because I got peace with Germany and the Soviets want to push on? Well, why do we still have... I'm not even at war with them anymore. For some reason we've still got troops in there. But okay, I'm hoping the Germans survive. Our fleets are nearly in position. Just got that fleet organised. I've got 2 fleets ready all, well, there. The Italians have a fat navy just sat right there, so that's going to be a bit of an issue. There's a lot more of them there, so they do have quite a good number of ships. Just want the invasion immediately, if possible. The German... Oh no, the German budget is just gone. Wow, they are destroyed. That ain't good. I'm hoping I can potentially reunite them, but I don't think that's going to work. Russia's still on the prowl. For now, we're just on our own. Thankfully, we've got a little bit of a base of operations over here. What's Japan doing? Well, we butchered most of their fleet, so I do wonder, Japan, are they on a mad construction now? Oh yeah, they've been busy. They've got 18 battleships from somewhere. Okay. Have I got to peace with them? We're not going to get up there. I'd rather prod the Spanish first, or these other little territories. I might just go to peace with Spain for the time being. It would be good to have some peacetime in, to be completely honest. See if they will have peace. Are we at war with anyone else? No, we're not. That's interesting. Netherlands buying another North Carolina class battleship. They're going to be a major player. France initiates a major offensive. Oh, okay. Oh, that ain't good. That ain't really good at all, to be completely honest. Because it looks like they're about to lose Prussia. Austria is not having a good day. This is why I need to take Italy before the French do. Otherwise they'll just get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm just trying to find out what the best course of action is going to be here. If the Japanese, because we were at war with them for a while, and they decide, yeah, we've had enough. Which province do I take? Now, the Okinawa Islands look like a good place for some resupplying. That would be good. If I'm not too greedy, I might just get that, you know. I'll do that. Try and grab the Okinawa Islands. Let's see what happens at the peace conference. But we've got our ships ready to move in, like all of them. So let's get them all over there. There's another fleet coming down this way, but apparently they're a little bit of a little bit of a while away. But it will come in handy. And we've got this one on the way as well. Marvellous. Now then, I might do some prodding of the Italians. Increase tension. Because they're nearly at war with France, and I can't be having that. So let's see if I can instigate it. Well, apparently the Japanese don't want to peace now after asking us several times, so we're just going to have to try it again. Some important technology, firing director system. Penalties from the weather being a bit naff is gone. Fantastic. See what else we can do. I didn't actually see what that said, but we're increasing tensions between them, and we can't do that again just yet. The German Empire, now they're only at war with the Russians, which is fine. The Austrians are still at war with everybody else. That might be why they're having a rough day. I don't know if they're going to be able to push back the Russians at this rate, because they've been hammered so hard. French are going to take Austria. That ain't great neither. Just been thinking and looking at the situation. Yeah, Germany's not looking great. However, if we were to... Oh, wow. Army force. 1.8 million. Oh, man. Okay, if we were to join Germany, potentially, that will be another distraction for the French, which will be good. They'll eventually start getting their thing up, so we're on the brink of war with Italy again, and I can start gradually improving relations with the German Empire. They're going to be a bit of a distraction for the French forces, probably around World War I time, and we should be just about getting in. In 2 months' time, I'm going to design a new destroyer, an ocean-going one, that will replace the screening fleets. That'll save me some money as well, which is really good. I need more money. Very soon, I'm also going to design a new North Carolina class, because we've got some research done as well, but I want more of the smaller guns done first. We've got 3 more to go, and then we should be good. Or actually, the biggest gun that they've got there, which is the secondary, is a 5-inch gun, and we've done that. I might design them now. That is a good idea. Okay, let's design a new North Carolina. This is going to be a cheaper version. And I can use the original hull Dreadnought USA, which is fine. Or I could go for a Dreadnought 2, which is bigger, more expensive. But looking at the design of it, I should be able to easily fit 2 forward cannons on. So let's just have a play at the gun placement. So, 12-inch gun, because I've got the new ones for that. And maybe able to stick a barbette down there. If I stick one of these... medium superimposed. That might be a bit fat. What about that one? No, I don't think that's going to work. Let's go for one of them. Will it let me stick a forward one on? Not quite. It's just a little bit in the way. If I move it forward slightly, we might be good. Still got some good arcs on there. And that works. Oh, goody. Oh, goody, 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 goody. Right. And yes, you would have noticed I can now have 4 mainline guns on this thing. So that is good. That is really good. Okay. Not range. Speed, 22 knots. That's the maximum optimal on this thing. Cramped as all anything. Boilers, we'll leave that for now. Turbines. Yes, give me some turbines. Let's stick a couple of funnels on. Main tower, we should have some more masts, and yes we do. Oh, that is expensive. Base accuracy is increased. Not actually that much difference between these two. Apart from the cost, to be completely honest. We'll try it, see what happens. I mean, that's quite far. What's that one like? That's not too bad. If I can bung it far forward as I can, if it'll let me. Thing's been a nuisance. We'll just bung it there for now. Stick a funnel on. Probably going to require 2. What is the range? 10,000 kilometers? Okay. That's doable. Maybe a 3rd? No, I don't think I'll get it on, but a large mast at the rear. And we're not looking too shabby. Cost is already not there, but again, we've not really done anything with it. Now then. Cost. Thin ship. I don't really like it. But it might just have to do. Let's have a look at the... See, the roll's quite good. If we were to... That isn't too bad. It is a bit more wobbly. But we'll just have to see. Where's the hull form? 69.3. And that doesn't move. Stability is the same. But this should mean a cheaper ship. That gun sticks up quite high. I might try and stick a different bed on there. That one might work. And it does, but it's just not quite right. How's that? That's better. That doesn't stick up as much. Thing is, it doesn't actually tell you what the stats are between them. It's just a weight. They all get progressively taller? Not really. I mean, that one's definitely bigger. That's a standard. Oh no, that's medium polished 5. Doesn't look any taller to the first, really. Well, definitely not the second. That one's even bigger. That one's super tall. We'll just go for the cheap one and see what happens. So we've got the main caliber guns on. Now we just need to look at the casemates. Now none of them can go on, so it is 5s. Stick a few on there, and then there's going to be a lot of 4s. Like so. Now these are all going to be Mark 3s, which is absolutely fantastic. It was a little bit glitchy when you're doing this, but what's the... Can I move that back a smidge? We still have a fat 4 weight on this thing, which isn't ideal. I could stick torpedoes on here. They won't really add in a weight, but they'll add the capability. Secondary guns? No, there's nowhere for them really to go, apart from that forward bit, but that ain't happening. I could stick a... Oh, I can't even... I'm not even going to bother sticking a couple of little ones on there. Now then, how do we want this thing to perform? So we're talking... We need that auxiliary engine in there. Turbines are good. Natural boilers, we've got good engine efficiency. I'm going to go for the semi-balanced rudder. Or do I go for the normal balanced? Ooh. How much does that actually change the weight? Nothing. Ah. But bit of shift, yeah, I'll just go for semi-balanced, I think, for the time being. Now then, armor. We've got the new armor. Oh, that actually saves a lot of weight. Okay, that's good. That was the old one. Having the new one on bumps it up another million, but we get another 4% armor possibility. We can have a double anti-flood. We want this thing to still be capable. Citadel, yes. Babettes, the good ones. It's still quite a bit expensive. Yeah, we'll go for the reinforced bulkheads. Now, main armament, increased armor piercing, and the secondary armament, I'm going to go for standard. Go for capped ballistic, and on the other ones, well, goes for... what can they pen? HE 0.3 on a Knowles fuse. And it's only 0.8 on that. What about this? 6 inches worth of armor at point blank on the cat ballistic for HE. That's our HE damage, 2,400 on that one. On the capped ballistic, it goes down 40%? Armor piercing damage, 600. See, this is a tough one. I might go for the Knowles fuse. Because they're going to be going for the torpedo bolts, and we want them to smash them to pieces as quickly as possible. Now, 1 or 2 hits, I want them to be gone. They will smash through destroyers happily on HE. Even at 1.5. Maybe we need to up it slightly. Base fuse? Oh, see, that's good. We still get a lot of damage with it. Yeah, okay, we'll go for base fuse. Now, the armament themselves, light. That means increased reload time and all that goodness. Penetration goes down a smidge. Oh, wow, okay. They can't pen very much. That ain't good enough. Oh, I've not done any of this yet. We've still got white powder. Yeah, we'll have to use that. I don't want the flash fire exploding chance. No, sorry. I'll stick with TNT. Oh, that's gone up a bit. Oh, that's not too bad now. Rangefinder. So this is what I'm debating at. These can actually shoot at a decent distance. So, do I increase the gun long range accuracy, or do I increase the base accuracy? I might go for the base. I don't think that'll show up on there. 2.7. Yeah, it only goes up a smidge. And then let's look at, I don't know, 20, oh, yeah, let's look at 10,000 on that one. 2.7, 2.6, and then the other one, again, is only 2.7. Alright, 20,000, 0.3, 0.3. Right, well, okay. Gun aiming speed will be nice. Splash interference from other people's guns. That would be nice. I think I'm going to go for that one. But now, torpedo size, might as well go for fat ones. In terms of propellant, we want the fast stuff. It reduces the range, but the speed is increased, meaning there's less chance of them to actually get in. Now, weight is a little bit of an issue because we have that extra gun on. Do want to increase the caliber. How much can I get away with? I can go to max. Just bump that forward slightly. Problem is the weight offset. That is enormous. Move these guns further back. That does it a bit. Might not be the right choice. The only problem, side armor on this thing is quite girthy. Oh no, that's the armor on the turrets. Oh, okay. That's not too... I'll have a play and see what I can come up with. Right, so after some playing, I don't think it's going to work. To be completely honest. I mean, the other one cost 48 million. And this just, no, it is, unless it was a huge saving, It isn't going to work. End of. So I'm going to have to get rid of this. What I might even do is, well, the other ones are even more expensive. That's the problem. You wouldn't have that weight offset though, I suppose. But what kind of guns can we stick on here? There's a lot of 6s on this. That is actually significantly improved. I do wonder what the cost is going to be like though. A lot of 6s is a lot more big firepower. I've been debating the 12s or the 13s. The 13s are actually a lot better. Well, kind of. We'll just stick some 2 barrels on here. I mean, this ship looks designed to have the weight on it, which is a bit of a difference. So this might be the way forward if I want to have 4 main guns. That won't fit on there, so we're going to have... Are you joking me? This doesn't fit. Only that one fits. Well, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work at all. I don't like that. I'd have thought you'd be able to have the better masts on this thing, but apparently not. That ain't good. So look at the secondary. Again, that doesn't fit on there. It'll go down there, but that isn't really where we want it. Overloaded funnel 3. Oh, so what are these? Oh, this ain't gonna work. I don't like the look of this already. It's got more guns on it and such, but... No, I don't like it. Oh, that's Dreadnought 2. Okay, what about Experimental Dreadnought? It doesn't go quite as high. It's very similar in other terms. Let's have a quick gander at this. Now this, again, is designed to have the main guns where they are there. Now, casemates. Okay, so these have the bigger guns on them as well. Not as many, though. 5s. Any more placements? 4s? Nope. That would appear to be it. Now, these aren't going to be as good at taking out a torpedo boat, I don't think. There's just not that many of them. Underwater tubes. Oh, this is a lot of underwater tubes, apparently. Bit of a deterrence. Main tower. See, that fits. That fits nicely. Looks like we've also got some placements for some secondary guns down here. And stick some 6-inch guns on there. That's good. I won't go massive on it. 5,000 meters. I think you get the best accuracy with 5s. That'd be good for a torpedo boat deterrence. And then funnelage. Oh, again, overloaded old funnel. You do not get the capacity. That ain't good. Turbines. What was the optimal on this thing? 21. Just gonna go about sticking everything on here, and again, the price is just gonna go through the roof. This is even more expensive. Yeah, you've got more firepower on there, but at the same time, I was gonna try and reduce the cost. And the engine efficiency on this thing is awful, so I won't want to use this really. As much as it does look like I'm one absolute monster that isn't going to go with what we're looking for. So I think the best bet is legit to do a refit. Oh, we can't. This isn't going to work, so I can't get a new one in. Nothing that's meaningful anyway. So we're going to have to stick with this design. I could potentially update it. Do a refit on it. Stick some new stuff on here perhaps. Range is still good. Engine. Turbine. Ooh, that increases things massively. No, but they're induced boilers. Oh, the cost just goes up. Okay. Oh. Well, the range just went down a lot. That's not as good. Forced. Natural, eh? Oh, they've mucked around with everything again, haven't they, in an update, I guess. And now you just get more range out of a steam engine. Okay. Didn't realise that one. Overall, it is quite nice. Now I can either go for basically minimum or a turbine. I mean, I can still go for natural boilers. That gets the range up a little bit. What about forced? Doesn't really. Turbines are good, but the cost is just going to go up in this, I think. Balanced rudder. Ooh. No, go for semi-balanced. Got the auxiliary engine. Now the armor. Oh, see, look, the price just goes up, man. But I've got a lot of free weight. I might just have to wait before I start fiddling with these more. I think I need an ocean-going destroyer first. Yep, we can't afford that. Which is really annoying. I'm going to have to get a destroyer going first. And I think I will do that. Well, we can have a look now, shall we? So our requirements, we need 10,000 kilometer range. That is a start. Speed is always good. But if we need to reduce that, then we can. Bulkheads are always at maximum. Crew, I like spacious crew. Towers. Now this is going to be similar to the Wasp, but a bigger brother of it, essentially. So we can stick in some... Oh, we'll just have a look at where things fit first. We're going to look at a 5-inch gun. Yep, you get the best accuracy. We need a 5-inch gun. There for starters. Main tower. We can't bung it up there. I'll just have to go there. Secondary tower. Plop it on there for the time being. Funnels. Let's just have a look at range. There's a lot of 4-way offset at the moment, but we can fix that. I was wondering what the range is going to do. Currently that says 9 kilometers. That reduces it. However, our engine efficiency isn't right. Good, another one on there certainly helps. So that actually meets requirement. Doesn't quite on the turbine engine. But the cost is so much more anyway. Medium main gun, how are we looking? Stick another one in there. We need some launchers on this thing. Stick them right at the back. 2 launchers be enough? Debatable. Do I want more guns? It's a little bit odd, this thing, doesn't it? Ooh, I could stick a Babette. Oh, that doesn't quite fit me, does it? Okay, I need to budge all of these right up, and I need another one. Stick another one there for the time being. Babettes. That doesn't quite... Oh, there we go. I can bung one of them in. How about that doesn't fit on there because of that? Ooh, I could stick a single Babette in. Or do I? Oh, I don't need to, look. Look at that, they both shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4 guns. 2 torpedoes at the rear. Now we just need to fiddle with it slightly. What's the range currently? Still at 12,000 kilometers. We've got good enough. It would be good if they had turbines. They would just be speedy. Oh, that works, but the cost. Gotta keep the cost down, otherwise it's not worth it. Keep that down. Auxiliary engine. We'll go for a semi-balanced. Natural. All that gubbins. I'll keep the steering as it is. Yeah, we'll keep the steering as it is. Armour. Oh, goody, that doesn't really cost anything. Babettes. That's not too bad either. We don't want these things blowing up. Now, this is where things get a little bit tricky. Anti-flood 2 is a must. Can I reduce that slightly? Ooh, just about. We'll see how we get on with that. A rangefinder on here and everything. Oh man, there's no armor on it yet? You're joking me? Whack it up to full whack because they need it. Main deck. Yeah, well, we'll leave it at that for the time being. Superstructure. What's the maximum you can put on this thing? 1.5. That'll have to do. What about the main deck? Again, 1.5. Not too bothered about that. Put that down to 0.3 again. Conning tower, we want that to be maximum, otherwise it'll just get destroyed. Turret armor, yes, that is a must. We don't want these things going pop. And we can potentially... Ooh! Mines, we don't want mines on them, but mine sweeping capacity. Yes. Yes, we want that. Now this is just a principal ship for the time being, and we don't need long range gun accuracy, but we can have one of them on. So I do have technology coming around that will increase the the weight displacement, should I say, on these things. May have to get rid of another gun. Well, that's fixed things, and that means we've only got 3 guns on now, which is a little bit annoying. I'd rather have a bit more. The cost is currently 4.5 million. And how good are these things going to be? It's dubious. Main shells, go for standard. I can't really pen anything. And that's the Mark III. There we go. There you go. Well, that's a bit better. We'll go through a cruiser-ish. What I might do, I could increase the length. What's that going to do to the cost? And it doesn't really bump it up that much. So that's roughly what we're going to be looking at-ish. The guns are going to be a bit useless. Good for taking out torpedo bolts, which is fantastic. Can't believe they don't pen more than that, you know? Let's have a look at the Baltimore. How much does that cost? 10 million, so twice the money. Now, what would you rather have? 2 of these? Or 4 or yeah, 1 of these or 2 destroyers. Same price. Now, these are about a third slower, but the firepower. What about this thing? Again, it is slower. Tough choices. I really don't know. Currently, we've got 8 of these per fleet. 2 battleships and 4 screening, 8 screening ships each. I just feel that we're losing a lot of the capability with these. But if we were to swap out the Washingtons with North Carolinas, the cost offset, I mean, even these old Augustas, yeah, they're ancient now, but they cost less. Well, how about this then? How about I get a load of Wasps in? Do I just think, the range is a little bit lower. Could do a modified version, potentially. I might have a go at that. We'll get rid of you, because you're not what I want. Too expensive. Can we do a copy? Yes, we can. Now, can we just get the range up? And then I also want more torpedoes on these things. Don't need the mines, we just need the Miner Hunter, which is a straight swap, which is good. The flaws that I already saw in the Wasp's design was accuracy was a bit of an issue. See, they're Mark II 5-inch guns. We can swap them out straight away for Mark 3s. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's because I copied it and it's not a new design. I think. Yeah. Oh, apparently they're not on here. Okay, we'll try that again. I'll try to do something really similar. On here you've got the Mark III guns, yeah. So let's try this again. Main gun right at the front, and on the other one I only have front tower 2. Not actually that much. Damage control is a lot better in these. I may not have had these before, but they are substantially better. Just in survivability, some more funnels would be good, not gonna lie. It's a bit better. Range, oh, what's the speed on this thing again? 33.5. And we don't have to go to that maximum. Reduce that stupid amounts though. What about forced? See, that cranks it back up again. And that racks it back down again. Oh, but the beam being reduced really helps the range. Well, there's one gun on it at the moment. Let's stick some torpedoes on at the back. Somewhere like that. Now, we're basically going to try and copy the other one, but it's just going to be that little bit bigger. They're relatively happy. So there's 3 guns and the torpedo launchers on it, which is about the same. Through, right, whack that right up. We can... Ideally, I want that engine. Oh, that's a big... That's an extra 10% on the price, man. Oh, the acceleration and everything else, though, is rapid. It is a much better engine. There's a lot less smoke interference as well. We'll keep it on for the time being. We'll just wing it. Have a look at all this other malark. Oh, engine efficiency is through the roof. If I go natural... Well, if I get rid of that... And there's more fuel on there, it'll be alright, won't it? It's all about juggling what's right. Still got armour and things to go. Stick the best stuff on there. Just don't look and put it on. There we go, that's not too bad. Don't need the armour to be maximum. We'll do that. Right, after some serious playing around, I've managed to do it. It's 4 million. And a little bit of playroom. I have the minesweeper on there as well, because mines are going to become more of a thing. I've got it at 10,000 kilometers. I can't stick the new engine on without it going stupidly priced, which is ridiculous, and then the range goes down. And it just doesn't quite work. So it is what it is with that. We have to use the old engine. Now I've got a little bit of playroom. Do I stick a longer barrel on these? $5,000 meters, 1.6. Still 1.6. Right, so that ain't really happening, is it? Penetration at 5,000 meters, 4.3. 4.7. It goes up a bit, but hard to say what it's going to benefit most. I think I'll just stick a little bit more armor on it. Oh, that actually goes quite a way. Now that'll do. That'll have to do. I'm going to trial it. I will end up replacing. So what? We're going to take some losses, inevitably. So I'm going to wait until that happens, because we're about to go to war with the Italians. And then build... do I just build some of these straight away? Swap them out for the aging Augusta? I think I will. We've got increased ammunition for the torpedoes in here, which is a flaw of the Wasp that I've already noticed. And I'm just going to have to trial it. You don't know until you trial it. So I'm going to save this design. What do I call it? I'm going to call it the Hornet, because it's bigger than the Wasp. Not mad too much. It just kind of is, and they're only little anyway. So we will do that and see what happens. Now, I've got quite a few of the Augustas floating around that are about 17 years old now, which is ancient. They can't stand up to too much. So I think I'm going to replace them. I'll just have to get them built first. These new waspy ones. If I start building 8 of these, just to begin replacing the Augustas, we might be onto a winner. I'm going to keep one set of the Baltimores floating around, because this is just a bit of a test. But they are slow, that's the problem. Speed is a huge issue. This is why I'm leaning more towards the destroyers. Let's get 8 of them built. I'm going to get them building in over here. Maybe Charleston seems to be my favourite one. What is the biggest? Oh, New York by stupid amounts. Yeah, they'll all go in New York. That's going to be our staging ground for new ships, I think. We'll get that sorted. In 7 months, they're all going to be... Well, 8 months they'll be ready. We're legit on the brink of war with the Italians. I think it might even be next turn. So I'm going to leave this episode here. I was planning on getting some combat in, but it just kind of hasn't happened. It's been more of a reshuffling. We've got all 5 of our fleets all here ready to go to potentially take northwest Italy. Hopefully we can be successful. If not, then we're going to be in trouble, but it is what it is. Thank you very much for watching. I hope I've entertained you, and I will see you in a bit. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you could, smash that like button before you disappear. Cheers.